Yo, what is up? You are back for another video with Datazero. This is your daily outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. We're going to be looking at the meme stocks, crypto. Let's hop right in. So first thing I want to point off is Bitcoin is pumping, okay? Bitcoin is absolutely pumping, up 3.95%, almost 4% here in the day, hitting 110 here. At the high, it's sitting at 109.9 right now, probably about to go to 110. Fractal shows that we could potentially see a push to the upside and a new high. So I do want to point this out here for BTC, and we'll break that down further in the BTC section. But this is important for AMC and GameStop because GameStop having Bitcoin pump while heading into earnings is very, very bullish. Bitcoin is now on GameStop's balance sheet, and this is bullish, ladies and gentlemen. GameStop is undervalued. Also, technicals are extremely bullish for GME. We have this bullish pennant right here we're breaking out of. We could come back for a retest, but it looks like we have this bull flag set up here. If you see GME break above 30.50, holding that level to the upside, you're going to start moving towards the 31 quite rapidly. Right now, GME is having a very, very bullish setup heading into earnings, and I know people are very, very scared, and you should be optimistically cautious, optimistically hopeful, because you don't want to see an attack happen and see a move to the downside, because that is very possible. But what I'm looking at here is we're going to see upside, ladies and gentlemen. And again, you guys can say what you want, believe what you want. I really don't care. But if you follow me and you know me, you guys know that I'm right 80 to 90% of the time, if not much, much more, making 100 predictions a day. And what I'm seeing on the charts here is showing me that there are so many signs that we are going to see upside for GME. GME is not going to be coming down for earnings. GME has been beating earnings time after time after time, beating analyst expectations. You guys can see that we've had 1, 2, 3 beats on earnings in a row. If we get a fourth one, that is showing long-term growth, and it's showing fundamentals are improving. The short thesis is literally dead. We are now into collectibles. Pokemon cards are going crazy. Switch 2 sales are going absolute crazy. Pokemon cards are getting hot again, and GameStop is deep into the collectibles scene now. Also grading cards as well, so it's a profitable company. Switch 2 is doing numbers. There's going to be GTA 6. So many things are coming out and that are showing future growth and future prospects for GME, as well as them holding BTC. So this all leads me to believe that GameStop is undervalued, and it is a buy, ladies and gentlemen. And I do have a play in the Discord that currently is printing right now. We have a play for AMC and GME, but again, them holding the Bitcoin and then also seeing future projections look bullish. GME is clearly set up for a macro move to the upside as we're breaking out of this overall macro falling wedge, and you guys can see we're in an overall uptrend. GME is about to break and hold 30, move to 35, and then blast off. I've been telling you guys this is going to happen. This is why I bought shares way down here to hold, literally having an average of about $16, because I knew GME was going macro bullish, and now that is coming to fruition. We are about to see an overall uptrend here for GME, and once we break above $30 to $35, holding those levels as support, that range, you're going to see an explosive move to the upside here for GME. GME currently has right now 12.12% short interest, so all of that short interest would need to get covered if shorts were to cover. And then off exchange short interest is 48.80%, a huge amount of short interest. 8.57 days to cover. That's 8.57 days of squeezing, 8.5 days of squeezing if shorts were to get squeezed. GME is undervalued in my personal opinion. Fundamentals are improving, technicals are improving, and we're about to go into a macro bull run, and the catalyst is going to be this fourth beat in a row here for GME, as well as future projections looking bullish for GME. So if Bitcoin continues to rally into GME earnings, this is going to be extremely bullish. Bitcoin is already going even higher right now, up 4% on the day. This is just a setup of a lifetime here for GME. Also, we have this micro here, bullish pennant set up here, and this is just looking explosive to me. So I think we're going to see a movement to the upside in my personal opinion. So GME earnings is going to be happening here in after hours. Be ready for that. This is really going to determine how AMC moves as well, because AMC is going to get some sympathy off of GME. I believe AMC will push up once GME pushes up. You guys can see that once GME started to push up, AMC got some recovery, but not moving as much as GME. I explained this in the Discord right now. It's because earnings for GME, it's GME's time to shine right now, but AMC will not get left behind. If GME runs I believe AMC will run as well. And I'll break down the technicals here for AMC as well. But what I'm expecting to see here tomorrow for GME is probably a rejection of 30.50, coming back down to retest 30.25, 30.21 as support, and then pushing to the upside from here. If we're able to break and hold 30.50, you're going to see a nice move to the upside. If we come as low as 29.80, that would be a retest of this overall bullish pennant, which could see an explosive move to the upside heading into earnings here for after hours. And again, if Bitcoin continues to pump, this is extremely bullish. We also have unusual options activity here for GME as well, and this is all heading into June 20th expiration date, where you guys can see a mountain of calls and expirations as high and strike prices as high as 125 and 120. And they also have this for AMC as well. AMC has strike prices as high as $27. Now, cost to borrow is going up for both of the meme stocks as well. You guys want to see cost to borrow go up? If you guys go ahead and look at cost to borrow for AMC, it's at 0.57%. You guys can see they've been shorting a lot, so I believe that cost of borrow is going to go higher. Cost of borrow is a direct representation of price for the meme stocks. If you see cost of borrow go higher, the meme stocks will go higher as well. You guys can see cost of borrow is slowly trending up here for GME. They have been shorting a lot for GME as well, so I'm expecting to see cost of borrow go up for GME as well. So again, heading into earnings, we are looking bullish. I am not afraid, and based off of the technicals, they guide me in this market, not my emotions, and they are telling me GME is going to see a move to the upside, and I'm right 80 to 90% of the time, if not much more. So the odds are literally in our favor, DZ fam. So this is what I'm looking at for GME. Let's go ahead and move into AMC, show you guys what's going on there, and then I'm going to move into SPY and the stock market. AMC, I'm expecting a little bit more consolidation. You're probably going to see both AMC and GME. If GME doesn't start to pick up momentum, you're probably going to see us consolidate and or slight down heading into earnings. And then once we get earnings, you're going to get a move to the upside. So this is going to be an after hours. Same thing for AMC. You're probably going to see maybe a slight downtrend or consolidation. As we head into earnings, you might start to see us move up, but I believe earnings is going to be the catalyst. So again, you're going to see less volatility until after earnings. Expect big swings from both of the meme stocks. Do not get scared. Expect a lot of volatility, up and downwards movement, ladies and gentlemen. If AMC is able to move back to the upside, back towards 350 and hold 350, you could see a movement back to $4. Based off what I'm seeing here for AMC, it is tracking on my macro prediction here. You guys can see I have this prediction here that's been following for a couple days. Slight deviation right now, but I did call for a pullback, as you guys can see, but we are underneath this orange trend line. We want to get back above that orange trend line. And we want to start moving back towards 350 so we can start moving back towards $4, which is what I think we're going to see. Now, I did give you guys the price target of $3.80 here in the weekly outlook and prediction, and I think that price target still is in play, but it is going to determine off of GME and this earnings. Again, both same people are short meme stocks. The same people look at meme stocks. The same people trade meme stocks. And that's why the meme stocks are joined to the hip, even though some people don't want to admit that. When AMC moves, GME moves. And when GME moves, AMC moves. They literally, the price action almost looks identical. Okay, so this is what we're looking at for AMC. I think AMC will push up, but again, it's going to depend on GME, which I think GME is going to make a move to the upside. So we should see AMC start moving towards like 350, 380 here this week, in my personal opinion. So this is what we're looking at for the meme stocks. Again, I'm expecting some consolidation, maybe a slight pullback, and then once we head into after hours, you could see some movement to the upside, and then possibly tomorrow as well, I think we could see a lot more excitement. This is what I'm looking at for AMC and GME. Be ready. Tomorrow's going to be insane. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video. Now we're going to go ahead and move into SPY in the stock market. Then we'll move into BTC and crypto. And you might want to watch it all, even if you don't hold some of these things, because they are all combined. Now, SPY has this overall bullish bull flag right here. We broke above the sloping support and resistance right here, marked in orange. And this bull flag is in play still. Now, what happened here is it looks like we're coming back for a retest here for this overall bull flag. So you could still see SPY pop to the upside and track with my prediction on the weekly outlook prediction, which I did tell you guys Monday and Tuesday would be bullish. You guys can see we did see a bullish day today. I did get online and stream and told you guys that SPY would be topping out around this level. You guys can see this prediction here. I gave you guys this prediction here on the weekly outlook prediction. You guys can see that tracked. We pushed to the upside. I got online. I told you guys we were topping out. You guys can see that tracked. We pulled back, and now I'm telling you guys we are going to move move up, okay? We're actually going to move up and probably retest 600, and what you're going to see is SPY probably break over 694. Once SPY is able to break over 694, you could see a movement up to 601.50. I believe we're going to see a potential blow off top type move where you see SPY get a big boost to the upside, and that leads to a major correction down. So I think SPY, again, like I said in the weekly outlook of prediction, Monday, Tuesday, heading into Wednesday, bullish. SPY breaks above and holds 694 cents as support. You're going to see a decent move up. That will lead to a blow off top, leading to a move down to fill these gaps. This is what I'm expecting. I believe the move down will start during Wednesday and heading into Thursday and Friday. Why do I think this? Because inflation is looking hot, okay? There's multiple consensuses and forecasts showing that inflation most likely is going to go up. Now, that does mean the market is expecting inflation to go up, but that is still a very, very bad thing, especially when we have GDP contracting and unemployment remaining high. So this is not good for the economy at all. We also have PPI here on Monday, and Friday we have Michigan consumer sentiments. So this is when all of the data drops drop, the major data drops drop, heading into the later half of the week, and that's why I think we could see some bearishness for SPY heading into the later half of the week. They're trying to talk the market up right now with the trade deal and talks with China, but nothing's really happening. And again, we're starting to see so much uncertainty and stuff like that with the tariffs that big money, I feel like they're using all of this rally as an exit liquidity so they can exit large positions and then basically pull the rug on everybody. So again, I think we're going to see one more pop to the upside. I think SPY is going to be bullish heading into tomorrow. Again, you want to see if we can hold 600. If we do hold 600, we're going to move towards 694. If we use that as support and maintain that as support, you're going to see a pop to the upside towards 601.50. This is what we're looking at for SPY in the overall stock market. Quickly just checking in on NASDAQ and my macro prediction still outside of the rising wedge. I think once it breaks back inside of the rising wedge, you're going to see a move down and then start to fill these gaps. NASDAQ is the leader of the market, and that's why you need to pay attention to it, because if it goes up, SPY is going to go up, and if it goes down, SPY is going to go down. This is what we're looking at for the overall stock market. Let's go ahead and move into Bitcoin and crypto. Just a little bit more here for stock news. Just some general things going on. LA is absolutely on fire right now because there are some protests going on. And then also you guys can look into that here. There have been National Guard deployed. And that is a developing story. And then also Apple had its WWDC 2025 event today. So you guys can check out what we know about that here. I think they addressed iOS 6 and then talked about any rumors and then also revealed some products. Let's go ahead and move into BTC and crypto and then show you guys what's going on there and then wrap up this video. So Bitcoin broke above this sloping support and resistance here, getting a nice pop to the upside. I told you guys this would be happening here. Mark and notice the white dotted line showing a move to the upside towards 109. If we go ahead and go to the BTC Fractal is saying that we could potentially see a new high coming before pulling back. Now we want to watch this very, very carefully because the Fractal was potentially saying that we could pull back, but as of right now, it's saying we could potentially move up. If you see Bitcoin stay above like this 109.2 level, we're gonna probably go to a new all-time high, probably hitting my 115 price target. Again, I did say 115, 125K would come before 2026. Now, that Fractal does say we will top out after that and then come down and find liquidity around 90 to 95K, building a floor basically at 100 to 95K around that range. And I believe once we start to build this floor, we're going to start moving into altcoin season. The Fractal says we'll see a peak later as Bitcoin starts to consolidate above 100K, and this is probably when altcoin season will come and a lot of euphoria will come into the market as Bitcoin held 100K for quite some time, as it looks like this will take some time, and then we push up even higher. People are going to think Bitcoin's going to the absolute moon, but really we're probably setting up for a slight pullback before going even higher. Again, Bitcoin long term I believe will go higher and higher based off the fixed cap of 21 million coins and based off the inflationary nature of the US dollar. Again, measuring pressuring the dollar against Bitcoin. Bitcoin will continue to cost more and more dollars because the dollar is making less and less value as inflation has been the trend. And that's why this being decentralized and having the fixed cap of 21 million coins is key. And that's why I often tout Bitcoin as one of the best investments, Bitcoin specifically as one of the best investments. Now, crypto in general is good as well. You guys can see, again, Bitcoin dominance is so high. When Bitcoin runs, altcoins will run. Until that Bitcoin dominance comes down, we're not going to see a true altcoin season. But if Bitcoin is moving up, altcoins are going to move up. You guys can see Ethereum is building a floor at 2.5, now moving up as high as 2.6, up 6%, up 6.5% on the day. Cardano ADA up also 6% as well, sitting here at 70 cents. Again, these coins like Cardano ADA and XRP are breaking out of a falling wedge, saying we're probably going to see a move to the upside for altcoins, saying that altcoin season is coming and Bitcoin dominance most likely is going to come down as Bitcoin starts to consolidate. Normally, that's what we see. Bitcoin will start to range and consolidate, and that's when we get the altcoin season. So we had an altcoin season here, and we had an altcoin season here. So when Bitcoin started to range, that's when we really start to get that crazy altcoin season. So once we push up and Bitcoin starts to range like the fractal saying it's going to do, which I most likely believe to be the case based off my analysis as well, that's when we're going to get our altcoin season. So this is what we're looking at for BTC and crypto. Again, congratulations Bitcoin holders and crypto holders, as crypto's going absolutely crazy. We're seeing gains across the board, mega gains across the board right now. XRP sitting at the current price of $2.35. We have some sell walls for XRP at like 238 to 250. If XRP is able to break above 250 and hold that level, you could see a decent move to the upside. But it looks like XRP is also making higher lows, and that potentially is going to set up for higher highs. You guys see higher high, higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low, higher low. That's going to potentially set us up for a higher high, leading us into altcoin season. So don't worry if your favorite altcoin hasn't blown up yet, as I do think that will be coming later down the road. And I think Bitcoin is going to start to consolidate and hold its range at 100 to 95K. This is your daily outlook prediction for stocks and crypto. Again, congratulations crypto holders, as crypto absolutely pumps. Again, just real quick, checking in on Bitcoin dominance. This is an easy way you can tell yourself if altcoin season is potentially coming. You want to see that Bitcoin dominance go down to at least 50 to 45%, and you want to see Ethereum dominance go up. Again, Bitcoin dominance being this high means when Bitcoin pumps, altcoins will pump. When Bitcoin dumps, altcoins will dump. If you found this video informative, please drop a like. We have a merch store linked in the comment section and description. High quality stuff, high quality t-shirts, high quality material and prints. All of the proceeds go to help the channel grow, so I appreciate it if you guys would check that out and maybe even cop some merch. We also have mugs and stuff as well. I also have a Discord where I give out exclusive plays, exclusive technicals, and information. Right now we have a play on GameStop printing as we speak. So if you want to get on the winning team, hit me up on my email, DataZeroOfficial5, linked in the description below, and I'll give you information regarding the Discord, payments made via PayPal or Cash App. Once you make payment, I'll send you the link. And if you watch the end of this video, I appreciate it. Leave a comment and subscribe to help support for absolutely free. And as always, family, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.